So this headband, I use Isaac Mizrahi, I don't know how to say his name, and a size G hook. And this is a very simple band. It is basically a interchanging rows. Your first row is a single crochet, second row is double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, and so on. And I've done a little swatch here to kind of use as an example. So I will start off and show you how to work this pattern. Similar to my other headbands, I like to measure my head with the yarn, and I usually wrap it around, starting around probably the middle of my forehead, and wrap it around to the nape of my neck, and then use both hands to kind of hold it at the point where it feels like it won't be too tight. And I either add a few or remove a few chains depending on the give of the yarn. This yarn doesn't have a lot of give. You know, some yarns are very stretchy. So you chain the number of chains that will be good for the circumference of your head. And this is a very simple stitch, simple pattern. You chain into or stitch into the very first chain from your hook. Do a row of single crochets. So single crochets all the way down. And this Isaac Mizrahi yarn it's nice, and it's a little rough. It's not super duper soft, but once you get it all pieced together, it ends up being nice and flexible and warm. It has little pieces of silver glitter kind of mixed all throughout it, which is nice, and why I call it the Sparkle Motion headband. There's a piece right there coming up. See the glitter? Which is kind of nice. So you work this row of single crochets all the way to the end of your piece. And for this piece, I like to pull a little bit tight, so it's not too loose of a stitch, because I just like the way that the tighter look is. So we're coming up here on the end. Of course, yours will be longer and take longer because this is just a short version for sake of showing the pattern. So this is our last stitch here. You know, work your single crochet into that last stitch. Then you're gonna do chain one, turn your work, and then you're going to work your first double crochet into the very first chain, and you're going to go into both loops. So this is not working in back loops only, you're going through both loops. And so you're going to do a row of double crochet, and again you can pull tight between each yarn over and pull through. You can kind of pull it like right there, pull it a little bit tight, pull it, give it a little more tension. And when we come to the end of this row, you're basically going to do the same thing. You're going to chain one, turn, and then work a row of single crochet. So that's how this whole entire headband works. It's just alternating rows of single crochet and double crochet. So it's very good for beginners. And if you want to just keep practicing your single and double crochet stitches, and this would be great for a gift to give somebody. I usually work my headbands, the width, the perfect width for me is about 3 3/4 inch to 4 inches. I have a large forehead though. Some people with smaller foreheads might want to go for a thinner headband. I guess it's the English in me, or maybe German, I don't know. Because we're all nuts. But, well, not all of us, but I know I am. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of this row. And we're doing our double crochet, and then we've got this last stitch, which is kind of funky, but you can find it. You want to go in through both loops like that, and then you're going to do a single crochet, turn, and start working right back through both loops, single crochet, and do an entire row of that. So repeat this pattern, and when you're finished, you will piece together the ends with either a single slip stitch through the tops, or you can piece them together using a yarn and a yarn needle, whichever you prefer. I kind of like using the hook to close it because it's just easier that way, in my opinion, than yarning or threading a piece of yarn through a needle. Okay, so when you've reached the end and you got the width you want, you're on your final row. I'm not certain if you're going to end up with a double crochet row or a single crochet row, but either way, you're going to finish off your row like that. You're not going to do another chain one. What you're going to do is bring the pieces together. Since this is through both loops, it looks the same on both sides, and when you're finished with it, it'll look the same when you flip it over. It's reversible. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn your yarn, and you're going to bring these two pieces together like this, match up the ends, and then you go through the top loop. This is if you're going to do a hook closure. Then you pull your yarn through and pull it through both loops as like a slip stitch. So, and then you go through the next top. Sorry, I'm off screen. And then pull through, get back here. Okay. And pull through both. And then you're going to go through again and pull through both. Slip stitches can be kind of tricky. Go through both. I'm not an expert at this type of joining. I just kind of go in wherever it matches up the best and then hope, but you can also use a thread if you want. So to show you, this is the join. When you flip it over, it's not very noticeable. So here you see where it's joined, and this side you can't even really tell at all where the join is. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. I'd be happy to answer them, and I will post all the hook information and a small pattern on how to do this in the comment section. Thank you.